Lammens not in the starting 11 for Royal Antwerp today. Why? Because he's probably going to Manchester United. The deal is at the final stages, it's advancing. It was an exclusive story, but the deal is advancing very fast now for Senne Lammens to Manchester United. Advancing very fast because the player said yes to Man United. The contract is agreed, everything is okay on player side. Now the negotiation is advancing fast. Man United, Royal Antwerp, starting at 17 million euros plus 3. Now they are around 20 million euros. Royal Antwerp want to reach 25 million euros package for Senne Lammens to go, but not to see the player in the squad. To see the player on the bench, not in the squad is not correct, but on the bench, let's say like this, but obviously not starting for a goalkeeper, it means that you are not going to play. It's probably a message. A strong message that Senne Lammens is expected to go to Manchester United. The goalkeeper wants this opportunity, but it's important to clarify once again that Lammens going to Manchester United with a here we go expected this week doesn't mean that Andre Onana will leave Manchester United. For Onana remains all calm at the moment. We know the Turkish and the Saudi markets remain open a bit longer than the European market. So Onana, Bajindir, we have to follow the situation till the very end of all the markets. But at the moment it's not something really concrete, it's not something really advanced, it's something really quiet. So Man United want to add Senne Lammens to the squad. They are trying to find a solution, and it doesn't mean that Onana leaves. Let's see what happens also with Bajindir, but it doesn't mean that Onana leaves Manchester United. So let's follow that situation, but Senne Lammens to Man United could be a here we go in the final week.
Gary Neville believes another Manchester United star will hand in transfer request. Gary Neville has revealed Manchester United's plan for incoming signing Senne Lammens and predicted his arrival will spell the end for Andre Onana's Old Trafford career. United are working on a deal for Royal Antwerp goalkeeper Lammens despite Ruben Amorim's public backing of Onana and Altay Bayindir. Manchester City are also admirers of Lammens, but the Belgian looks set to join the Red Devils, having agreed personal terms over a move. Neville asked his contacts at Manchester United about the plan for Lammens, who is expected to cost around £20 million, and believes he is being signed as a number 2. However, Neville still believes the transfer could mark the beginning of the end for Onana at United, given he is now fully aware the club have reservations about his own place in the squad. Onana made a number of high-profile mistakes last season, and Neville, speaking last week after United's Premier League opener against Arsenal, insisted the goalkeeper situation was a glaring issue for his former club. Asked about Manchester United's pursuit of Lammens ahead of their clash against Fulham on Sunday, Neville told NBC Sports, "I've been asking around about that one this morning and spoke to a few people at United. The feeling is the new boy coming in would probably be a number 2 who would start on the bench, but they absolutely do need a number 1. The main priority for United is still goals, and we think Cunha, Mbeumo and Sesko are going to do that. We think Onana will start today, but that situation isn't right. Bayindir came in last week, but he makes a lot of mistakes. Now that Onana knows United have been scouting around Europe for a new goalkeeper and replacement for him, his confidence must be shot at and he must be thinking he wants to get out. They have to deal with that. That and the central midfielder slot next to Bruno Fernandes are the 2 things they need to get sorted this week, before the transfer deadline." Asked who he would start against Fulham on Sunday afternoon, Neville added, "I would go with Onana. He's the most reliable out of the unreliable goalkeepers they have. I think Bayindir is young. Onana for me is the better goalkeeper, although he makes mistakes as well and he's not ideal. But I think he's got a bigger personality and character than Bayindir, and he's got that experience. So I think Onana should start." Manchester United are already trying to sell Alejandro Garnacho, Jadon Sancho and Antony before the summer transfer window closes. Chelsea are in talks to sign Garnacho, while Sancho has attracted interest from multiple Serie A clubs.